So you've recently moved to the United States. Maybe you're here as a student, on a work permit, you've got a green card, or heck, maybe your status is still up in the air. No matter your situation, there's one topic that causes a ton of stress and confusion, and we're going to tackle it right now. And this is it, right? The big one, the question that's probably been bouncing around in your head. Do I have to file taxes in the US? Let's just cut right to the chase and get you a clear answer. Yep, the short answer is a big, clear yes. If you earned money here in the US, you almost certainly have to file a tax return. But, it's the why behind that yes that really matters, and it's probably not what you think. See, here's the thing that trips a lot of people up. The US tax system doesn't really care about your citizenship or your immigration status. Instead, it's all built around this one key idea called residency for tax purposes. So what does that actually mean for you? Well, it's pretty simple. If you were physically in the United States and you earned income during the year, then you most likely have a legal duty to report that income to the IRS the following year. It's all about where you were and what you earned. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does the IRS even know who has to file? Well, they've got a system for it. They use two main tests to figure out if they consider you a resident for tax purposes. Think of it like they're sorting everyone into one of two big buckets. All right, path number one is super simple. They call it the green card test, and it's exactly what it sounds like. If you're a lawful permanent resident, you have a green card, you're automatically considered a resident for tax purposes. Easy enough? Path number two is called the substantial presence test, and this one is all about counting the days you've been in the country. Now, this one involves a little bit of math, but stick with me, it's not as scary as it sounds. There are just two boxes you have to check. First, were you in the US for at least 31 days this year? And second, if you add up all your days here this year, plus a third of your days from last year, and a sixth of your days from the year before that, does it all add up to 183 days or more? If the answer is yes to both, then bingo, the IRS says you're a resident for tax purposes. Okay, but what if you don't have a social security number? This is a huge question and a really important one. A lot of people get stuck here thinking, no SSN, no way to file. But that's not true at all. In fact, the IRS has a specific tool made just for this situation. And the answer is something called an ITIN. It stands for Individual Taxpayer Identification Number. You just apply for one with the IRS. Think of it like a key the IRS gives you just for filing taxes. It means you can follow the rules and file your return, no social security number needed. It's a solution, not a roadblock. All right, so we've covered the have to part. But now let's flip the script because I want you to see this differently. Filing taxes isn't just a chore or something to be afraid of. It's actually a really powerful and smart move for you and your future. First up, and this is a big one, it protects your legal future. If you ever want to apply for a green card or eventually for U.S. citizenship, immigration officials are going to look for something they call good moral character. And guess what? A clean, consistent record of filing your taxes is one of the single best pieces of proof you can have. It shows you're responsible and following the rules. And second, this might be the best part. It gets you your money back. See, when you work for an employer, they usually take taxes out of your paycheck automatically. But a lot of times, they take out too much. Filing a tax return is the only way to get that extra money back in your pocket. If you don't file, you're basically giving the government a free loan with your hard-earned cash. And look, filing is also how you claim all the deductions you're entitled to. These are the things that lower your overall tax bill. So even if rules about credits change from year to year, filing is always the key to making sure you pay only what you truly owe. But I get it, this can all feel really intimidating. There's the confusing process, and for a lot of people, there's a real fear about safety and who sees their information. But here's what I really want you to hear. You are not alone in this, and there are safe, free ways to get help. This is so important to understand. The IRS is for collecting taxes. That's it. They are not an immigration agency. By law, they are strictly forbidden from sharing your personal tax info with immigration enforcement. Their job is revenue, not removal. But even knowing that, listen, it's okay to still be confused. These forms are tricky, but letting that confusion paralyze you is the worst thing you can do. The best thing you can do is reach out and ask for help from people you can trust. And that help has a name, VITA. It stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. This is an official government-backed program where trained IRS-certified volunteers will help you prepare your taxes for free. It's safe, reliable, and designed to help. And look, this program was basically built for someone in your exact situation. If you make under about $64,000 a year, the help is totally free. The volunteers get special training on the tax situations that immigrants often face, and they have support for people who don't speak English as their first language. This program is for you. So let's bring it all home. What's the big takeaway here? Filing your taxes isn't just about forms and rules. It's a fundamental step in building and protecting your life here. It shows responsibility, it puts money back in your wallet, and it solidifies your place as part of the community. It's a key part of your American journey.